Gaza militants fire rockets towards Israel. IDF responds with airstrikes. Jerusalem, CNN. Gaza militants fired 5 projectiles toward Israel on Saturday night, the Israel Defense Forces said, in apparent violation of a ceasefire agreed to by Hamas and Islamic Jihad earlier in the week. 4 of the launches were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome aerial defense system, while the 4th landed in Gaza, the Israeli military said. In response to the initial fire by militants, which consisted of 2 rockets, the Israeli Air Force launched strikes on 10 Hamas targets in Gaza. Among the targets were 2 munitions manufacturing and storage sites, the Israeli military said, as well as a military compound. The exchange of fire comes less than 5 days after the biggest flare-up in fighting since the end of the last war between Israel and Hamas 4 years ago. Tuesday, the Israeli military said that about 100 rockets and mortars were fired from Gaza toward Israel. Israel responded with 60 airstrikes. Israel never acknowledged any ceasefire had been agreed to with militants after that round of fighting. Instead, Israeli military spokesman Jonathan Conricus told CNN that quiet will most likely be met with quiet and terror will be met with a very strong response. Israeli soldiers Friday killed 1 Palestinian and injured at least 100 others protesting in Gaza along the fence that separates the territory from Israel. According to the Palestinian Ministry of Health, the person killed was identified as medical nurse Razan Ashraf al-Nayyar, 20, ministry officials said. The devil is in the details and the big test is the implementation. The details. The Israeli official added that Prime Minister Netanyahu stressed in his phone call with Russian President Putin on Thursday and in his phone calls with U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on Wednesday and Friday that Israel wants the Iranian forces, Hezbollah and Shia militias out of the entire Syrian territory and not simply out of the areas close to the Israeli border. The official said that Netanyahu told Putin and Pompeo Israel will maintain full freedom of operation against Iranian military entrenchment attempts anywhere in Syria.